I've really been moved by that topic, that issue. I think we're going to do a climate change story every year, and I definitely want to do it. But I think it's such a great thing to shoot because, it's an important issue, and really all you have to do is just show, like, look how beautiful this place is. Let's try not to screw it up. So it's a lot of fun to shoot. And the other stuff, too, is great. As you can see, it's a lot of host-led stuff. So typically those hosts are also producers. A lot of times they're their ideas, and it's wonderful to be on a shoot with somebody who really cares about what it is that they're doing, and you can't help but start to care yourself.
Our route out to the ice sheet took us directly over some newly deglaciated land. Now, this area would have been totally covered in ice up until recently, but because of the melt, we had to fly fully 5 miles further inland just to reach the glacier itself.
We flew down to Union Glacier, which is where you see Shane in front of the big cargo plane, which was kind of actually a last-minute thing. We brought a glaciologist with us, which I think is a great way of doing it. We could have, wherever it is that he teaches, we could have gone and interviewed him, and probably in a conference room with white walls. But instead, we brought him to the ice sheet, and just to have him walk around and see it, actually something that he doesn't do himself very often because he analyzes data on it. He doesn't need to go to know that it's melting. But to fly over it with him and to get him actually there and talking about it is just, what a great place to have cutaways from. It was either that or go to his office. So it's great to have that opportunity. And I think that it's a 15-minute show or a 15-minute segment. And so, like you said, you do lose a lot of that time, those breaths and those sort of moments, which as shooters we would love to have. And not a lot of the B-roll gets used either. So to be in a place where you actually can cut away to great visuals is, it's a great format, I think.
Then the next thing is, okay, how fast is it melting, and,
Right.
and how quickly would that contribute to sea level rise?
Right.
Climate change has outpaced the worst case scenarios that was observed 20 years ago. And so it's just melting as fast as it can here.
It's a lot of travel, and it's a lot of times it's just stopping and seeing something that you do want to shoot or, that you just learned about. And so it's also being ready all the time. A lot of people who we shoot with are great at adapting to it. It's kind of the only way that I've ever known how to shoot, and I've learned from like news guys or people who do more commercial work that it's oftentimes an unusual, kind of unorthodox way of shooting. I think it lends itself well to our show. I also think knowing what you're shooting, you could be a robot and you could just go and turn a camera on and the producer can tell you what to shoot, but if you are super informed about the issue, then it makes what you do shoot, which oftentimes you don't have much time to do, it makes sure that you're shooting the right thing. You're shooting the stuff that's going to get used. Any story you do, I think you can find a great New Yorker article and a podcast and a film or a book that's been done about it, and it really does make you a much more effective shooter, I think. So it's an amazing experience to learn about all these places that you're going.